What an experience.
I actually really like this though, because the conversation is very open in terms of like how they structure the documentary. A lot of documentaries can get very long and they can be quite hard to digest, and I think they have a specific audience. There's a specific people that love documentaries, and to make it so accessible they needed to do something that was dynamic, told the story in a very clear way, but at the same time kept the tempo really up.
Yeah.
And so there's a really fine line between keeping things moving and still telling you the magnitude of a lot of huge episodes in a person's career.
Correct.
And in terms of how this was directed and brought to life, there's a lot of time efficiency and vision behind it.
It's going to be very interesting on seeing how Aditya sort of progressed in his own directing career, because he saw the things of his father where with art I always have this like peculiar conundrum, right, which obviously I think Yash went through himself, which is like you obviously want to create art that represents aspects of you, your beliefs, your belief systems, your paradigms, your philosophies, but at the same time you never want to try and create art that comes, the philosophy, the paradigm, the beliefs come first and the art comes second, because then you're just basically creating an advert, you know, for your philosophies.
And I also think if you grew up watching Yash just kind of like growing to be the iconic filmmaker,
Right.
you think in terms of like his necessity for being reclusive or trying to keep his own personal space, I think some of that can come from he's already established, he has already a name, so he doesn't have to rely so much on the opinions on what the actual backlash or feedback of these films could have been.
That's possible. I mean, obviously we will check out
for art for our sake, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, that will be interesting. I mean, we will check out episode 2 obviously next week. I think for you guys, like the Feature Fighter Movie Club, you guys will get like one a week, but I think for the main channel, like just the normal regular viewers, I think they'll probably see 2 at once. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But it's very curious because it definitely opened up the question that I had on why is music such a big deal and how does it come to be like that, especially for a director. It makes sense that it was all done through love and the liking of Pamela or
also,
Pamela.
He was such an hands-on type of director.
Seems so.
From the introduction that we're getting to see here, the costume design, the visual representation, the outside graphics and everything that was the vision
Costumes.
for the posters, everything about it was so thought through, and it was like a part of his entity. And I think that's the reason why some of these films are just so magical to watch.
Correct. So Aditya right now, he's 53. He's certainly not a young boy anymore. And his father, I mean, Yash, lived on to 80 years old, 90 years old, something like that. Let me just check that out. Yeah, 80. So he died in 2012. And Aditya is 53 now, so he's like more than half of his father's age now.
Correct.
So he would obviously be a very intriguing interview. You can tell he doesn't do many because the pictures that are available of him are kind of garbage. He did there's plenty of movies that he has done that have been very requested. Obviously, we seem to like his style. He's the man behind Tiger. You know, 1, 2, 3, Doom.
Right.
Let's see what else he's sort of done that we have seen. Obviously, his credits as well in Virzara, other big movies. It will be interesting to see.
Obviously.
This is Tara Rumpum, which is the one of the driver. And then he becomes the taxi driver because I think they have an accident or some shit. EK the Tiger. That's Katrina and Salma. Probably one of their most iconic roles in terms of like a commercial action shit.
But he does a lot of action too, which is actually quite interesting.
Curious. What's the latest thing he has done? Perhaps 2024. Oh, Patan. He did that last year.
Patan.
Yeah. So he seems to be going on his fucking action era.
Cool. Okay.
Intrigued. He is the highest grossing Indian film producer of all time.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Fucking hell. Well, let us know what you guys thought about it, and we will proceed to learn more, discuss more, share our thoughts more in the next episode. And also do vote on the poll, because that decides what your future is.
Goodbye.